Hello and welcome to Dario's Comic School, and today we will take a look at Jack Hamm drawing the head and figure. Please YouTube, make this my thumbnail, it would be so cool. Or maybe this, would this be better? Well, I call this channel a drawing school, and I want to show you what worked for me and what didn't work, so you don't have to make the same mistakes. It's like here, children, tell your mother not to do what I have done. And yeah, and before we go in, it's like I was just drawing from this book and relaxing, and as you can see, not the best drawings, but I was just getting the hang of it, just trying to feel the form and to see if this is a good book. And it is a good book, it is a good resource. And right here, when I wanted to start to draw, I kind of found this on Amazon on the early 2000s, and this looks very flashy, very cool. It's from someone who draws comics, Christopher Hart. And my sister was so cool, and she gifted me this. She was older than me, and look at this, like, this is kick-ass. This is really what comics is and what we should aspire to draw. Not everybody has to draw like this. This is like classic American superhero comics, but this looks badass. So I was starting to getting into this, and I tried my best, but yeah, I wouldn't say it's a bad book. I wouldn't say I was a bad student, but left to your own device when you're very little or a teenager, something like this can be a bit much. Or then maybe, okay, you can draw feet, but how does this now convert into you making comic books? And this book really meant well, even with great advice on the back. And yeah, a great book. Maybe in retrospect I will review it. And then we have how to draw the Marvel Comics way. And I got a bunch of stuff, but yeah, there's a but. There's a but, like, I didn't completely get it. And that's a shame. And lately, after this turbulent past 2 years, I'm coming back to my center, and I'm just re-owning what I always wanted to do, like never left comics. But as you can see, I'm not posting very regularly. And I have also other different passions and projects, and then you have to like draw and make videos and just work your projects, or I teach a comic school, and yeah, sometimes you gotta see what is essential in your life and cut out the rest. Like some people say, burning the fat from your meat, even if you're vegan. You can maybe relate to this. We will come in a second to this book. Yeah, and that's always what I'm doing. I'm always like recalibrating myself. What am I going to do, and where's the right direction? And I was drawing this with all the calm in the world. And another thing that a lot of people ask me. How long have you been drawing? Like, how long? How long? Long. And not that I've been drawing long. I'm drawing long, but just drawing for how long? That's the wrong question. And then, like, maybe they should ask, how can I draw like you? And the answer would be, you just need the right fundamentals. Because like we don't learn the basics, we already want to get to the flashy stuff. So learning the basics without being in a rush the basics and fundamentals is really important. And I skipped over those like a lot of times because like I wanted to deliver, I wanted to earn money, I wanted to be in the pit and not just training. And there's definitely a teeter-totter, like sometimes you have to just draw a bit and then you gotta put it to practice, and then you come back to your practice and then you go and have the next fight, like if you were a boxer or a sportsman. And this book is really good. It gives you the head. Andrew Loomis also is a great guy who will teach you. But yeah, you can go through the basics, and I guess learning to draw is like learning everything. First of all, you will never regret taking the time to drawing something like this, even if I copied this. But I tried, as you can see here from the lines, I tried to understand where do I have to land so that I get it right. Where do these bones go? How are the shapes here and there? And you will get a hang of it. We'll come to this in a second. And once you get this, then you will get your own dynamics. And yeah. So this book starts off really good, like with a head, with the basics, with some eye shapes, lip shapes. And I know that this book was really good because I was teaching this to my pupils in school, or to my, how do you say, scholars or students. And it gives you a lot of points, even if I don't remember this, like sometimes roughly, if you know that there must be the space of an eye between the two eyes, it already helps you not to make really big mistakes. Or if you see, okay, there must be at least an eye here, here, and here, like it helps you a lot. And then it helps you also a lot to just draw sketches, to learn how to do eye lines. I need to remaster this, or learn, not relearn, not that I don't know, but sometimes, like I said, you gotta come back, and then you gotta know what you want to know. Because if you look in this direction, like Black Hole by Charles Burns, The Walking Dead, Bone, Watchmen, Headlopper, Andrew MacLean has found his style, and his style is very simplistic, but it's beautiful. And also Barry Wrightson has found his style, and maybe very taxing, and Walter Simonson has found his style. And you know what I mean? When you find your style, it doesn't have to be you pick your style, or the style finds you. And I guess to make a bunch of comics like Mike Mignola, you cannot always make every drawing like this, but you could. Like, it's up to you. That's why I also recommend always to just copy your heroes, so you can see how to draw the proper way. Because like here I have like I've seen a video from Richard Friend, and he was looking at Milton Caniff, and I really loved the drawing. Not everybody was cool, but not everything was cool, but Milton Caniff definitely, I loved his style. And here we have a bunch of ears. So one day when you start making your own comics or your own illustrations, you just pick an ear, or you just teach yourself how to draw an ear, and you do it that way. And nobody will do it the way you do. You will own that. Like, for example, if I play on this guitar, the way I pick the chords or the notes are very specific to me, and no one else will do it the same, even though we play the same chords or the same notes. So, well, let's browse a bit to this book. It will give you a lot of resources, and that's what's great of it. Here you can I would call this the classical Superman hair, and I didn't take the time or have the time. I mean, I probably got the time, but I didn't take it. I prioritized other things, but as you can see, the knowledge is in this book. It helps you from every view, and you just need to like work through this book. And when I mean work, I mean not grind or do it without love. I mean, you do it for yourself. Be very selfish, like even Drago in Rocky Fear. For do it for yourself. You should draw for yourself first, then probably for your audience or your yeah, whoever gives you the money. But this is beautiful, and this helped me a lot. I don't know which page it is, but or if it was an Andrew Loomis piece, but it taught me where is it, like the lips and the chin, and then how to draw children, how many heads are in a body, and you will get a hang of it. I don't think that if you're a beginner or a intermediate, you will lay down these, but you will have a feeling for where the head has to go. Like you don't think about brushing your teeth, and you don't think about your shoelaces or stuff like that. Once you learn to draw, or you learn to make a breakfast, or you learn to walk, you don't think about walking. But there was a time when you learn to crawl, when you learn to eat, and all that stuff. And once you soaked it up well, you didn't give it much thought. And when we talk about learning to draw or drawing comics or having resources, it's really like this period of study and putting it into practice. But then once you got it in, it's time to play. And then like it's already, the learning is also fun. I wouldn't say it's not fun. Maybe it's not as much fun as putting on the page a huge beast with a moon behind him, or having Batman jumping at a huge freaking monster, or Batman punching something. But this will come within time. And so yeah, I can give this book a recommend. It's a good book. It's a great resource. Another thing, don't cover yourself with every book out there. I did it kind of like I have a bunch of these books, and I never really worked through most of them. I have also the cartooning, the head and figure, I guess. And I would love to draw more animals. But yeah, making time in a day for stuff like this. But this is a great resource if you want to learn to draw. I can recommend it. And yeah, stick with a book and see what works. And if it doesn't work, just sell it back on eBay and save that money, or use it for something else, or get another book. Don't obsess. I'm a person who soaked up a lot of information, and I guess everybody does this. But at a certain point, you see that certain things are repeating, and when you hit that point, it's cool because you don't need that much more information. You know what you need, you know what you don't need, and you can just surf on. So, soak up the sun while it's still free. We will see us